everybody, my name is Cara and I'm the exercise physiologist working with Hobsons Bay, and today we're talking about the importance of strength training. So in addition to our aerobic exercise and all the movement we've been doing throughout our day, what we need to now talk about adding in is strength training. The physical activity guidelines state that we should be aiming to do muscle strengthening exercise for a minimum twice a week. Okay, now this includes roughly 8 to 10 exercises where we're aiming to improve our large muscle groups and we're aiming to improve our strength. Now, strength training for some people can be quite a scary idea. Strength training can be associated with really heavy weights and the thought of going to a gym, and that for some people can be quite scary, and that can be sometimes why people don't do it. But what we're going to talk about today is ways that we can include strength training at home safely and how easy it is to add in our 2 sessions per week. Okay, so with strength training there are many benefits. One of the main benefits is improving our muscle strength. Okay, by improving our muscle strength, this also helps with our joint health and also helps to protect our joints. So some of us might have sore knees and sore hips or sore shoulders. If you get correctly prescribed exercises for these, we can help to strengthen the muscles around the joint, which will help with the management of your condition. Strength training can also help to reduce your risk of osteoporosis and also reduce your risk of falls. So by getting nice and strong and doing our strength exercises, we can reduce our risk of falls, which is really important. Okay, another benefit is the management of our type 2 diabetes. So strength training helps to improve our insulin sensitivity. So this is really important as well if we do have type 2 diabetes, so we are adding strength training into our week. Now, strength training can have a big range of exercises and they can include lots of different things. So the first one can be body weight, which is exercises that we have been doing and that we will do today. They can include TheraBands, which are some bands that you can use. They can include dumbbells or barbells, and they can also include machine weights, which you might find in a gym or when you visit a health professional. So a big range, and that's why it's really important that when you do get started, if you are unsure or you haven't completed strength training in a very long time, or maybe never, it's important to get help from a health professional or an exercise physiologist to get started. So it's really important because strength training has many variables. So there's different sets, which means groups of how many you'll do, different repetitions, so how much do I do? Do I do 5? Do I do 6? Do I do 10? How many do I do? There's intensity, so how much weight should I be lifting? And then again, the frequency, so how often should I be doing these exercises? Should I do them every second day? Should I do them daily? What's the amount that I should be doing? So there's lots of different things that can change. Today we're going to go through a simple lot of exercises that you can do at home, but again, please only do them if you feel safe. I will give examples of some seated and I will give some examples of standing, depending on how you feel. But as I said, if you haven't exercised before, it is really good to get some help. Similarly, if you have different health conditions and you need help with managing certain pain areas, it's really important that you get help with that so that we don't exacerbate any pain by doing our exercises. So many benefits of strength training. The best ones are to keep us nice and strong so that we can continue with our daily activities, whether that be picking up a box out of the cupboard and being able to put it down, being able to lift our groceries out the car and carry them in. Just simple tasks at home can be made a lot easier by improving our strength. And secondly, reducing our risk of fall. So that's really important, and strength training has been proven to help reduce our risk of fall. So really important. Today I'm going to be using a chair for some exercises. I've also got a step and I've got some light dumbbells. If you don't have any of those at home, that's also fine. I will give you some other alternatives. Instead of dumbbells, you can use water bottles, you can use cans of food that you've got at home, you can use something filled with flour or sand or whatever you might have that just adds some resistance. That can be really helpful to build some muscle. So just see how you go today. Alright guys, if you have watched the last few videos, you will know exactly what my first exercise for our strength training will be, and that is our sit to stand. So my favourite exercise to help build our leg strength and overall so functional to be able to get out of bed, get out of the car and just do things that we need to do throughout our day. So again, I'll go through some variations. We have, if you've got handles on your chair, you can use them. If you don't and you still need some help with your upper body to lift yourself up, hands under the chair to help you lift up and then down. Arms across your chest, coming up and then down. And then today, if you have any weight Today I've got a dumbbell, but if you've got a water bottle or a bag of flour or whatever you might have at home, holding onto that and placing it on your chest. So I'd actually like you to put it onto your chest. I don't want you to hold it out. I want you to have it onto your chest and hugging it tight, okay? So you're gonna keep that there, whatever you've got, or if not, whatever variation you'd like. And we're going to start today with 10 reps. So pushing through your heels, standing nice and tall, and then sitting back down. Try your best to stand as tall as you can. That's 5. If you need a rest at 5, please feel free to have a rest. Today we're going to do 10. That's 8, 9, and 10. And then we rest, okay? So I use the weight. I'll do the second one without, just to show you a second option. Now with our strength exercises today, I would like you to rest in between your sets for 30 seconds minimum, okay? This lets our muscles relax and have a bit of a rest. And then we're gonna get up and we're gonna go again and we're gonna start now. So pick your option. I'm going arms across. We're going to do 10 reps. As I said, if you need to stop at 5, that is absolutely fine. If you need to stop at 6, also fine. Just do what you need to do. And same thing with your speed. So I always try and say 1, 2 up, 1, 2 down. But if you need to go slower, that is also fine. Good job. If you need to use your hands to help you up, also fine. And rest. Very good. Okay guys, our second exercise is a bicep curl. So I have got my weights again. Now, if you have anything at home, you can use 2 water bottles, you can use 2 cordial bottles, you can use whatever you've got at home. Our first option is seated. So you'll sit up in your chair. I like to sit on the edge just so that I'm not slouching. And I like to sit tall. And then I'd like you to pop your weights by your side, okay? You will then curl your arms up, bring the weights to your shoulder, and then bring the weights back down towards the side of your hip. Okay, what we don't want to do is use our body to help us. We want to try and use our arm muscles. So try your best to stand tall, bring the weight up, and bring the weight down. Now, we can do this with bands as well. So if you do have a band at home, you can do that too. Or if you don't want to use the weights and you feel like the movement is just enough, you can have your hands out, tap your fingers to your shoulder, and then down again. Okay? We're going to start with 10 reps today. So let's go. Bring up to our shoulder and then down. Good. That's 5. Try your best to extend your arm as straight as you can as well. 7. 2 more. 9 and 10. Okay, then we have a rest. So just like the other exercise, 30 seconds rest before we start again. The next one I'll do is the same exercise but in standing. Okay, so standing up, have your feet nice and wide. Always good to have them nice and wide to have a good base of balance. Arms by your side again, starting nice and straight. Let's bring the weights up and then down. We're going to do 10 again. So if you need to do it seated, absolutely fine, you stay seated. But if you can stand and do it, even better. 5 more. Good job, nearly there. Well done. And then sitting down to have a rest before your next exercise. Our next one, guys, is our calf raise, also known as heel raise, and something that we have been doing over the past week. So what I'd like you to do is have your feet underneath your hip width apart, so making sure they're not close together but they're underneath your hips. And if you need to hold on, please do, lifting your heels up and then coming down. 1 second up and 1 second down is absolutely fine. If you don't need to hold on, you don't need to, but start now and we're going to do 10 reps. More. 9 and 10. You'll start to feel your lower legs warming up. Now, if you would like a challenge, now only do this if you are able to do a heel raise without holding on, okay? What you can do to make it a little bit harder is grab your dumbbells or your water bottles, whatever you've got, and complete your heel raise while you are holding your dumbbells, okay? So same thing, if you do have a chair, do it near that just in case, but holding your dumbbells by your side and lifting your heels up. Okay, so 10 reps, whichever variation. If you need to hold on, you hold on. If you don't want to use the weights, you don't use the weights, okay? Keep going, you've got 5 more. If you've got the weights, having them nice and by your side, lifting the heels up. 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Okay guys, our next exercise is a shoulder press. Now, you can do this either seated or standing. Again, if you do it standing, have your feet hip width, making sure that you're nice and comfortable in your stance. But what I'd like you to start with first is not any weight. So a lot of us can have some tight shoulders and we do have trouble lifting our arms above our head. So first time you do this exercise, please do it without weight. Have your arms up above in a fist, so pretending you're holding on to something, and punch both arms up to the roof and then down, okay? If that's too hard, you can always try one arm at a time. But today we're going to start with 10 reps, and I want you to start the first round with no weight, okay? Let's go. Push up and then down. Push up and then down. Good job. If this is too uncomfortable, don't do it. Or if you can only do small ones, start with small ones, that's fine. But it's good to get our shoulders moving. This is called a shoulder press. We're pressing up to the sky. Okay, have a rest. I'm going to grab my weights. Now, if you have any light ones, I'd recommend starting with half a kilo or a kilo. If you have weights at home or a water bottle, again, use what you've got and just see how you feel. So I will do this round in standing. So again, like I said, feet nice and wide, arms at your shoulders, and push up and then down. Push up and then down. Okay, same as seated. Let's get started with 10 reps. And I'll switch between the two. That's 3, 4. Make sure you're breathing. Breathe out on your way up. Breathe out, breathe in. Breathe out, breathe in. Breathe out, breathe in. One more. Breathe out, breathe in. Okay, and same thing, do whatever pace you feel comfortable with. But that one today is called the shoulder press. So give that one a go. Alright guys, the next one is another one of my favorites, and it's called a wall push-up. So some of you in the past may have done floor push-ups, you might have done them on your toes, you might have done them on your knees. That at the moment might not be achievable just purely because we might find it hard to get up off the floor, or it might also be really, really tough because we haven't got the strength just yet. So I'll recommend everybody for your first session to make sure that you try your push-up with the wall, okay? Now this exercise we will have to face away from you to use the wall, so we'll explain it first. So what you like to start with is your arm position, okay? You want to make sure that your fingertips are at shoulder height. So that's where you'd like to start. I always recommend with starting your width at your shoulder width as well. So you don't want to be too wide, you don't want to be too narrow. Start at shoulder width and start at shoulder height, okay? Again, have your feet nice and comfortably wide. And what you'd like to do is stand about your arms width away from the wall to start with. Then you want to bring your nose in towards the wall while you keep your body straight. So what we don't want is you just to be using the top. We want to make sure we use our whole body and out. So the point of the exercise is bend the elbows, bring your nose towards the wall, straighten the arms out and push yourself up. Okay, so let's have a look. Like I said, you'll only be able to see my back, but let's see how we go. So my hands are at shoulder height. My width of my hands is at shoulder width. I'm standing away from the wall, I bend my elbows, bring my nose to the wall, and I come back out again. Bring my nose to the wall, and come back out again. We'll do 10. Good. Three more. 9. And then 10. Okay, so we then will have a 30-second rest again, and then we'll see how we go. Now, what I'd like you to think about is your foot position. So if that was easy, you can always take your feet further away, and if you do need to go on your tippy toes, that's also fine. But in terms of safety, I would recommend you start with just your arms width and see how you go with hands in and hands out, okay? If you do feel like a challenge and you know that you've done this before, you can do them off the kitchen bench, but just make sure that you are supervised if you're doing so. Okay, so arms are at shoulder height and shoulder width. We've got our feet planted on the floor. If you want to go on your tippy toes and stand further away and do one, you also can. But let's just start with today, 2 lots of 10, nice and safe. Keeping your body nice and straight. Two more. 9 and 10. Okay, so that one there is your wall push-up. All right guys, our next exercise is our step up. So if you have a step at home, great. Or if you've got stairs, also use them. I would recommend to start with, place your step next to the wall so that if you need to, you can hold on, or you can place your fingertips on the wall for some added support. So we're going to start with stepping up with our left foot onto the step, and then bring up our right foot. Coming back down with our left foot, and then our right. So just think left up first, left down first. We'll start with 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. And then we swap. So this time our right leg goes up first, and follow with our left, and then our right foot goes down. So good for the brain as well, okay? Right leg up for 1, right leg down first. Right leg up, right leg down. Number 3, 4, and 5. Okay? Have a little breather again. Try your best for about 30 seconds to have a rest. Second round, if you are confident, I'm going to grab my dumbbells. So holding them by my side while I do the step ups. Now again, only if you're safe, and also only if you have the balance to do so, use the dumbbells. Otherwise, use wall support to start with, or just complete them with your arms by your side. So I'm holding my dumbbells by my side. I'm starting with my left leg up. Let's do 5 reps. Left leg up, left leg down. 2, 3, 4, 5. Then I go right leg up, left leg up, right leg down. Okay, for 5. Right leg. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so start with that. That's 2 lots of 5 on each leg. If you felt like that was easy, next time you do the exercises, do 2 lots of 10 on each leg and see how you go. Well done guys, try those strength exercises today at home. Again, only do them if you feel safe, and start with 2 lots of 10. If you're feeling confident, you can always progress, or again, seek some help and guidance for some further exercises. Give them a go, and I will see you next week.